Good afternoon, boys and girls, friends and lovers, children of all ages. We're here at the designated media area on the third floor of the Lindsey Flannigan Courthouse. This morning, I was outside talking to counselors, the accused victims of government persecution and prosecution, and of course, the jurors, the pool of people that were been invited by the government, the city and county of Denver, to judge as the jury the use of government taxpayer spending on the system. Who's in court today? Nobody you or I know, probably, maybe. But the point is that the system is broken and lots of things are going on today. This morning, while educating people from the jury pool about their rights to judge the government, judge the laws, as well as they're judging the accused, we were able to meet somebody who actually said, I'm here today for a jury trial because I was delivering food during the George Floyd protests and I got pulled over and arrested for that. A curfew violation during the George Floyd protests from somebody who was working. And this woman actually came with her baby in her stroller, wearing her burqa, and thanked me because she had trial today. And I want you to know that there are, in addition to that, a number of prominent counselors in the building today. That includes the law offices of Darren O'Connor and Baumgardner Law, both who are making appearances before the government on behalf of the citizens, the people, the accused. So I want to take a couple of minutes to remind you that there are designated media areas where you can, as a member of the press, have the full authority to videotape and to do public broadcasts from the courtroom, from the courthouse. And the building is wide open as they are shutting off the virtual systems of appearing before the court without physically being present, as that's winding down at this point in time. It'll probably get ramped up again, but for now, people are appearing in person. So while we appear in person, we want you to appear in person. There are people going to trial today. And if you don't have anything pressing in your life, come to the courthouse. Sit in a random courtroom and watch what happens. Physically being present, refusing to speak to the sheriffs or the bailiffs because you're just an observer and they don't need to know your identity, your name, is a fantastic use of your time and resources and energy. Additionally, there are people being tried. There are people being tried for peeing on trees, for delivering and violating curfew, for a wide variety of things. Hopefully, the government is going to stop persecuting people who pee on trees and put up bathrooms instead. And they are taking people to court for being homeless, unhoused, not being rich enough to afford rent in the city of Denver and its communities, right? We have we definitely have people being jailed for being poor in the city. And again, the reason I decided to come live today, there's a variety of George Floyd cases going on still throughout the system, the protests, 140, 150 continuous days of protesting in 2021. And the city and county of Denver are not dropping cases. If you are accused of standing on a sidewalk and telling a cop that he's a bad cop for not enforcing good laws, let me get that straight, for enforcing bad laws and not following good laws, then you're going to be called to court and you're going to need a jury to represent you to determine that you're not guilty for using your constitutionally protected rights. That's why I'm here today, because because I've been educating all those fine people walking in the building, and I've been having conversations, and I've been thanked. There have been counselors that have said, thank you for being here. I have been scowled at. Teresa, Spawn, others, God, they don't like me. They don't like it when they see somebody speaking the truth. And so I spoke the truth. I said to the juror selected pool today, yes, please stay out of the live stream, definitely, counselor. There is sir, you will be picked up on camera. You might be safer in one of the rooms right behind you. There she is. One of those fine people wasting our taxpayer dollars. Persecuting people for things like violating curfew because they were at their job when the mayor said, you can't be out of public because there's protests happening against the murder of people by police officers. So these are real things happening. It looks like courtroom H down there. Somebody's being persecuted today. Coming down to Lindsey Flannigan Courthouse. Fill a room, find a jury, listen to what's going on, enjoy learning about how the system works, and remember, if you're accused, demand a jury trial. Stand tall, and don't take a plea, unless you did something that was criminally inappropriate. Right? We don't like rapists, pillagers, violent felons who, but that's not always true either, right? We just saw a guy was assaulted on Saturday night by a business for sitting on his bicycle on the sidewalk with a camera in his hand, and he's being accused of being a violent felon as well. So lots of things to consider this beautiful sunny day. Let me show you what it looks like outside this beautiful plaza. That's the Cease Detention Center outside. You can see the fence is gone. There was a fence here for over a year because George Floyd was murdered on national television, and they didn't want the windows of this glass house being destroyed, right? I cannot express enough. Literally, a woman in a burqa today walked up to me as I was handing out flyers and said, I'm going to jury trial because I was delivering food after curfew during George Floyd. That's a good reason for me to be out here today. A person I had no knowledge of, but met. So the courthouse is open, folks. Come on down. I wish I could see the chat right now, but I'm having problems with that. Let's see what we can do real quick. Citizen Z, Blibbits, Trump said. See a few of you folks in here, Hallucinator. Glad to have you all here. I'm glad to be back live at the Denver County Courthouse. Lindsey Flannigan, where in the halls of injustice, so many bad things occurred. Please, folks, come on down and join us. Have a wonderful day.